been in a position where you've done everything right? Things seem to be going the way they should. You can see the shining horizon ahead. And then, bam, the unexpected obstacle arises. Sometimes when things seem to be going well, we even start to grow concerned, waiting for what seems like the inevitable next shoe to drop. Here in these 2 verses, immediately after proving his obedience, Jesus is immediately sent out into the wilderness where he's tempted by Satan. What a rot that is, right? From the Jordan to the jungle, where the wild beasts and evils lurk. It seems a cruel and unnecessary thing for Jesus to need to endure. There's a temptation, I'll admit, to interpret these verses in light of what more information we gain about this wilderness experience in the other Gospels, but I want us to stay connected to Mark today. He's been brief and intentional for a reason, and there's something to be learned here. You see, you'll recall that Mark is focused on revealing the identity of Jesus the Messiah, Son of God. He's building a case. This 40 days could just mean a long period. It could echo going up to Mount Sinai, Moses going up to Mount Sinai, or Elijah in the wilderness. We could perhaps even tie connections to the 40 years the Israelites wandered in the wilderness themselves. However, I want us to indulge today in one of the newer studies that have come out, tying Jesus to Adam. A combination of some chapter 11 in Isaiah, referring to the root of Jesse, who will rule in righteousness and peace, combined with the imagery Mark gives of the wild animals. And we can begin to make connections to Adam living with the wild animals before the events of Genesis chapter 3. Now, I'm pretty severely oversimplifying this study, so just stick with me. The crux of it is that Jesus is overcoming temptation that Adam could not. We recognize, with the lens of Adam in place, that the consequences of Adam's failure to resist temptation changed history forever. As such, if we embrace this comparison, we can at the very least begin to recognize the cosmic, history-altering scale of Jesus' mission, on par with Adam's. Mark is hinting that in the same way Adam's failure changed everything, Jesus' success will be on that same scale. So what does that mean for us? I think 2 things. First, sometimes we have to walk and wander in the wilderness. That's life. The world's not perfect, we're not perfect. Be it from circumstances or decisions, the wilderness is and will be a part of our experience as believers. However, the second thing that we can take is that Jesus doesn't wander the wilderness alone, and neither do we. As believers, we're never alone. The Spirit walks with us. It will always sustain, always encourage, and always give us the strength we need to persevere if we're willing to trust.